The first boss of Shadowfang is Baron Ashbury, who you have to fight in rather an enclosed area. He actually patrols and we ninja pulled him, so be aware of that. His primary ability is Asphyxiate, which lifts everyone up and strangles them down to 1 hit point. However, as soon as he's finished casting this, he will immediately start channeling a heal, which heals your whole party and him. You want to interrupt this, but not too soon. You can interrupt it after a couple of seconds once your party's had a chance to heal up a little bit, so the tank doesn't get instantly killed by him.
Obviously, the longer you wait to interrupt it, the more he will heal, and the longer the fight will go on for. And if the fight goes on for too long, the healer will be out of mana and you'll wipe.
Yep. Also, he has a debuff called Racking Pains that he will put on people as the fight goes on. This will make people take more shadow damage, and then they are more likely to be killed by an ability that he channels on people, which is basically a mind flay called Pain and Suffering. The healer needs to watch who is targeted by pain and suffering so they can heal them. This mind flay can be interrupted, but when he's finished casting it, he will instantly start casting a heal on himself, which heals him for 10%. You need to save your interrupts for this spell, because if you don't interrupt it, the fight will go on far too long. Bear in mind, there are a lot of spells in this fight to interrupt. Someone needs to be assigned to interrupt the heal, which comes after he's strangled everyone, and someone else needs to pay attention to interrupt his Mend Rotten Flesh spell, which heals him.
Ugh.
In our group, the only person with reliable interrupts was actually our Shaman healer, so we had him interrupt the heal that Baron Ashbury does after the strangle, and we had our mage watch out for and counterspell his Mend Rotten Flesh. This is actually a very challenging fight, because if you're not paying attention, the fight can go on for a very long time, and he can hit people very, very hard with his pain and suffering. When he reaches 20%, he has another ability. The healer needs to prepare for this by topping everyone up before he reaches 20%, if that's possible, and then AoE healing until the end of the fight.
It's a hard fight, Lewis.
It is.
It's pretty tough. I don't like it. This guy does a lot of damage and he heals a lot, which makes it incredibly annoying.